You're watching Kitco News. I'm Michelle Makori, and we are back with Jason Urban, co-head of Galaxy Digital Trading at Galaxy Digital, a crypto-focused financial services firm with more than $40 billion in assets under custody. All right, Jason, you've referred to Bitcoin as digital gold and Ethereum as digital copper for its utilitarian purposes. So explain what you mean by that and what your outlook is on Ethereum as the DeFi space continues to grow and grow.
Yeah, I think at a high level, when you look at what DeFi does and how DeFi operates for the 4 billion unbanked people on the planet, as well as people in the ecosystem currently, when you think about Bitcoin, Bitcoin is the gold standard, so to speak, in crypto. People know the name, they understand it, they understand how it works. I think that the interesting things that are happening and the innovation that's happening in the space is really being done in DeFi. And DeFi in a lot of ways is built on Ethereum. Not completely, there are other protocols that act as the backbone as well, but Ethereum is the most widely known. And so as you think about innovation and you think about the number of brilliant minds, the number of engineers globally that are working on solutions in this space, and then compare it to the number of engineers at your top 10, NASDAQ stocks. The crypto space dwarfs that. And there really are brilliant people who are thinking about ways to solve to create solutions for problems or nuisances that are in our everyday lives. And so DeFi does address that, whether it's lending, whether it's decentralized transactions. It's important to look at that as the progress.
Well, there have been some predictions, including one from Goldman Sachs, that Ethereum could eclipse Bitcoin in terms of market cap. Do you see support for Ethereum surpassing Bitcoin in terms of market cap?
At the current prices, not in the near term. But if you look at things with a longer view, anything's possible. I draw the parallels to the .com era, and there were a lot of projects that came out of that. Some were great, like Google, like Amazon, and some weren't, like Pets.com. I think that when you look at what's happening in digital, a lot of the same parallels, exist. And there will be the Googles and there will be the Amazons that come out of this, and there will be the Pets.com. So part of it is understanding this isn't pure speculation. Do your own research, do your homework, ask questions, and try to find ways to learn, because that's going to tell you where the next Google is in terms of digital assets.
So what is your outlook on Ethereum then?
I'm very positive Ethereum. I like Ethereum a lot. I think it's an outstanding protocol. I think that there's going to be a lot of questions around what Ethereum 2.0 looks like. How does that work? And there are people who are working, very smart people who are working on that right now. And what innovation does that enable? What does that allow us to do, in a financial ecosystem?
So Jason, stepping away from the institutional investors right now, I get a lot of questions from retail investors, and they say, yes, okay, I'm hearing the buzz about DeFi. I get it. I get that it's an up and coming trend, but how does a retail investor take advantage of that? How does a retail investor play that, if you will?
So when you think about DeFi, there's a number of ways to play it. I would caution investors to stick with the blue chip protocols now, names that, depending on what you're looking at, whether it's lending with, Aave or Comp or something similar to that, as you look through this, I would tell them this, while there's some really great innovative new products coming on, there's a lot of unknown and uncertainty. So as a retail person, I would say, err on the side of caution until you get really immersed in the ecosystem and learn about, what exactly these protocols are solving for, what these projects are solving for, and what the risks are associated with them.
So what are some of the blue chip DeFi protocols that you would identify as maintaining their integrity?
Well, I mean, we work with a lot of them. In the lending space, we like Aave, we like Comp. as you kind of, work your way down each one doing a different thing, whether it's, sushi or Wi-Fi, there's names out there, and yes, they can sound crazy, but they are innovative. And then there's also obviously the layer ones that some of these are built on, really like Solana. So as you start to kind of drill down and you see some interesting things, and again, these are my opinions. Mm-hmm. So, take them as that, but, there really are some neat, interesting things that are going to change the way we look at finance 5 years, 10 years down the road.
And I want to finish by asking you that question because you are one of the largest players in crypto, Galaxy Digital. And you, of course, Jason Urban, has been in the industry for a very long time, practically since its inception in one form or another. So what is around the corner? What are you most excited about?
There's a lot of things to be very excited about. I think the thing that, we kind of hit on it earlier, that we're starting to see institutional adoption in a real way. And what excites me about that is we've seen a lot of these institutions start off and they say, hey, I like Bitcoin. And it takes them a very long time to get to that point. And then once they're there, they say, hey, I really like Ethereum. And that adoption period is a lot shorter. And then the drop from Ethereum into, what is DeFi, what are all these things? That's the next step. And that really is what's exciting. And some of the smartest people that I know from traditional finance, as well as my time in crypto, are putting efforts into making developments there and doing things there that are going to change the way all of the traditional markets operate. And it is progress, and you can't stand in front of it. And it truly is exciting.
So if I may, can we say that Bitcoin is the gateway drug of institutions into the crypto and DeFi world?
It certainly is the gateway. It certainly is the thing that gets people interested, and because it's the safest. As you move your way down, there's risk, no different than any other asset class. And so this is really, Bitcoin really is the gold standard. And as you get comfortable with that, you'll move to other things as well.
All right. Well, Jason, thank you for sharing your insights across your various comfort levels with us here on Kitco. Jason Urban, co-head of Galaxy Digital Trading at Galaxy Digital. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining us.
Yep. Thank you very much for having me.
And thank you for watching Kitco News. I'm Michelle Makori. We'll see you next time.